Let me explain something to everybody out there. You're poor. You are poor, okay? And I don't want to hear that you own a house or you drive some fancy car or you have whatever you think you have. You're poor. You are poor. You know how I know you're poor? Because when you bought a house, you had to take out a mortgage. If you were well off, you wouldn't have to take out that mortgage. See, well-off people don't need to go into debt. The only reason you have that house is because of the bank and the mortgage. Without that, you wouldn't have that house. You wouldn't have that car. So I don't know what you think success is, but that's not it. Success is not going into debt. So if you think your material things are what made you successful, think again. You're poor. You're poor. Oh, but your house is gaining value? No, it's not. Because despite what most people want to think, most people can't pay the minimum payments of their mortgage. There's a reason why mortgages are 30 years long. 30 years of your adult life. I've explained this before. You buy a house at 25, you probably don't pay it off till you're 55. Half of your adult life was spent on paying mortgage. Buy a house for $300,000. By the time you finish paying it off, you've paid almost $600,000. You sell it, you get a big ass check. You've already put more than double the money into that, and that's not including the maintenance and the repairs and the up cost and the just everyday wear and tear things that need to be done in the house. That's not including your utility bills. See, you're poor. I don't know what you think success is. Well, I don't know what you think financial success is, but it's not going into debt. If financial success was going into debt, college students would be loaded. They'd be rich, except they're loaded with debt. Going into debt is not financial success. Stop lying to yourselves. I don't know how else to tell you this. You've been conned. Now, real estate was in the beginning designed to acquire some kind of wealth. But like everything else, people got greedy. And it's not designed to do that anymore. It's designed to keep you poor. Now, some people are going to turn and go, well, if you come live in this area, you can have this much for only this much. And then you turn around and you talk to those same people and they tell you how broke they are. That's not financial success. Okay? So, no matter how you want to look at it, if you're paying bills or you're living paycheck to paycheck, whether you live in an apartment or a house, you're poor. I don't know what to tell you. If it wasn't for that bank loan, you probably wouldn't have that nice new car, would you? You're making monthly payments? If somebody else owns your stuff if you're making monthly payments. I don't know what you think financial success is. That's not it. And some people like to comment on my car for some weird reason. I don't know why. It's a used car. I've always driven used cars. I didn't pay that much for it. Matter of fact, this car was almost free. That's another story. I don't know what you think financial success is. You're not impressing anybody. You went into debt to have these things. You can go on social media and pretend all you like. Doesn't mean anything. You're poor. Because if it wasn't for the banks, the loans, and the finances, and the credit cards, and you'd have nothing. I hate to break it to you, but that's the truth.